Hi everyone, it's Roger here from What's on DisneyPlus.com. A quick news update for you guys on how Disney has licensed a load of Paramount movies. But before we go any further, make sure you do hit that subscribe button to keep up with the latest Disney Plus news. So one of the major aspects of the streaming wars was that we saw all the different studios pulling back their content and making it exclusive to their own platforms. And in the last few years, we've kind of seen that break away as different studios have been licensing content out to make more money, especially those studios that have been struggling with finances. We've seen Disney do it, we've seen Warner Brothers, and now we've also seen Paramount doing it. Now, Paramount has been licensing some of its titles to Disney for a while. We've seen, for example, the Indiana Jones films were available on Disney Plus for a time. Those were then taken off, but then they came back in the United States recently. And in the United States, Hulu has access to a number of Paramount titles, which are obviously then available on Hulu on Disney Plus. But today, there was a little bit of surprise for Disney Plus subscribers in many countries around the world, including in Canada, Australia, and here in the UK. And the fact that we got like 5 random Paramount films arrive on Disney Plus, including Mean Girls, Clueless, Grease 1 and 2. So this was quite a surprise to see these in there. They wasn't previously announced. We didn't know they were coming. But there's a nice little array of sort of classic films along with some comedies. Mean Girls is fantastic. Grease is a movie I have seen so many times. It's one of my mum's favourite films. Seen it so much, seen it on stage, love the music. So I probably guess it's going to be watched a lot and people loving the music. So it's interesting that we've got these 5 titles. Now, we could end up seeing more movies added from Paramount in the future. Again, whether or not we find that out in advance or not, you know, we've seen other licensed content arriving on Disney Plus, and it kind of looks like Disney's kind of leaning in on this a little bit more, licensing films. Now, this is good for a couple of reasons. First off, it gives subscribers something new to watch, something a little bit different, and just makes that whole collection of content a little bit more varied. And even if it's just for a limited time, because let's be honest, this stuff's not going to be there indefinitely. It is only going to be there for a limited time, don't know how long, because unfortunately Disney doesn't inform us in advance of when anything's going to be removed. So if you are planning on watching it, I'd get on and do it pretty soon. But again, this could be months, years on there, and also these films are available on other platforms such as Paramount Plus. They seem to have licensed them out to a number of different places. Now, I do think this is a good news for Disney Plus subscribers, and it's kind of showing really Disney is looking to get extra content for us to be able to enjoy. It freshens it up when you fire up that Disney Plus app and you've suddenly got a choice of some new classic films that we maybe haven't seen for a while. It just gives you something fresh to watch, and that's definitely a good thing. Now, I will obviously say there are so many films in Disney's back catalogue and from 20th Century Studios, etc., that they haven't added to the platform, that I'd much rather they spend that money restoring that and doing that. That's something you kind of look and go, if you can spend money on this, do that. But let's be honest as well, those movies are probably going to get a much higher viewership than maybe pulling in some movie that we've never even, most of us can remember from the 1950s. But I would like them to be a little bit more doing a bit of both. I think licensing content is a good move for Disney Plus. It obviously works very well for Hulu. Sometimes you see just random films popping in there and doing very well. But again, they need to include when these titles are going to be removed, something that they don't do at the minute. But if they start getting into more licensed stuff, I definitely think that's something that they need to do. But overall, I think this is a good positive step forward. Hopefully as well, maybe we see those Indiana Jones films return to Disney Plus around the world. Nice to see them come out. Though I did notice here in the UK, they did pop up on Netflix the other day while I was scrolling through. So that's where you can kind of check them out right now. But in the US, you can watch it. But Paramount seems to be, the whole thing of them kind of going through this merger with Skydance, things are going to change when they get control, if it goes through, obviously with the legal systems. But yeah, lots of changes. Hopefully we see more of this. I mean, maybe we'll start seeing like Transformers and Sonic the Hedgehog and I don't know, other titles and stuff dropping on there in the future. But let me know, do you think it's a good idea to start having Paramount films on Disney Plus? Maybe this could be a stepping stone, you know, maybe if Skydance decide not even to continue with Paramount Plus, could Disney just license all of it? That's a whole other thing that we could go down. But nevertheless, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this in the comments below. Go check us out over at whatsondisneyplus.com. Like, follow and subscribe, and I shall see you guys soon. Laters.